I had no plan. I was a foreigner trying to figure out what I will do next. But I knew I wanted to continue in the international, development sector. So my first job also, I got it 1 year later, which was 2003-04, was with Accord, Agency for Cooperation in Development, where I started as an assistant in communications, but then I learned from there. I will think that where I am today is where I would like to have been, although it was not a straight line.
Have you had an experience, Celine, that was difficult? It didn't kill you, but it made you stronger in your leadership journey?
Well, yes, I did. It was, you see, I liked the way Dr. Patricia finished. I actually wrote it. Let me read it again from Maxwell. What did she say? If you wouldn't follow yourself, why should anyone else? Meaning, emphasizing on the importance of self-leadership. There is nothing else we can talk about ourselves unless we have, put ourselves in order. Where am I going with this? Is that, yes, the most challenging thing that I have ever gone through was to get divorced, to go through divorce. It was very painful. Nobody gets married thinking that they will get divorced, especially after you have built a family with 4 children. And I don't want to vilify anyone, but I want to say these things to help people understand and we learn. I am not bitter. I am a very happy person today, but we need to learn. So for me, it was a very abusive marriage, whereby it had to end. It was very bad, very nasty in court, very nasty fighting for children, very nasty in everything. It was abusive in the sense that I had lost my self-esteem. I couldn't know who I was. It was a terrible time. What have I learned out of that? It is to trust the process, to put your foot forward, as long as you know what you are doing is what should be done. And let God be God at the end of the day. The whole thing of wanting to control and wanting to know, after step 1, it will be step 2, it will be shaped like this, like that. But I want to acknowledge in the process, I will have never been able to land that complex plane. It was a very turbulent flight of my life, trying to land it in Bujumbura with 4 lives that I have uprooted in Kenya, with new life in Burundi, because even me, I had not lived there for the last 20 years. It was a whole new thing for me. The BLT program, I jumped in it to support me, basically. I went looking for what will I be doing next in my career, because remember, I had just said I'm out, but I didn't know now what I will do next. So I went into BLT trying to figure out what will I do next. Guess what? BLT not only did it show me what to do next with myself, but it helped me to heal with all that baggage of the past, getting to know myself better, getting to understand what do I do now when I'm in this. I'm very sure, Patricia, the person you talked to in March is not the person you are talking to today. Leadership is not all about, business school. It's about all that. Owning and sitting in the driver's seat. Because these things, I am telling you, I have lived them, including in my very inner cycle. And then later on you catch up when they have understood that, she's moved on, she has made it. Everything they are waiting for it to fall apart, but it is not falling apart. So that's what I will say. The younger self, that generally parents are right. That most times than not, they have good intentions for us and you should listen. I'm telling you, all those are lessons we get learning as we grow up. 3, that was number 2. Number 3, when you are still privileged to be paid for school fees, study, please. Just go to school, study. That's all you are being asked for. Then, later on in life, you must be very careful on who you choose to be your partner for life, your husband or your wife for that matter. Whether you are a man, be careful who you marry. Whether you are a woman, be careful who you marry. Because these people can make you miss your destiny. It's very important. Yes, they can make you miss. I almost missed mine. On a lighter note, but surely, let me tell you, be very careful. Just go and do data analysis, background checkup. No, I'm serious. And don't miss out on any signs, and don't excuse them. Just get to know this is wrong and I'm not going with this. Because once we understand that marriage, the long-term relationship, is basically some sort of investment that is a killer, So we have to be very intentional about it, because it's part of what makes you successful or not. And please don't play with that. Another thing that I wish there was an X-ray, like some sort of scan where you pass through someone. No, but let me not continue joking, but say really let us pay attention on that, because it's a huge role. It can make you be or not become. That is very important. And then another thing that I would tell my younger self is that don't apologize for who you are. You see? And let your dream be your dream. Let them be valid. Work for them. If everyone around you is telling you it can't be, it cannot happen, it's okay for them, it cannot, but for you it can. And you will work for it. Also, that hard work pays eventually. I'm telling you. Look at where I am today. Did I ever know? You know what I mean? It's so important, really. If Celine can be here today talking to you, then anything is possible. I'm telling you. And I'm not yet done, So the thing is, just believe, know, and don't let anybody talk you, make you feel small, that you cannot do. And then I will say another thing that I have learned, life is a journey. But today, Celine of today, 27th of November, we'll share that. And then the last one, before I say my parting shot, is that I have seen the power of God. Prayer. I am telling you, some of the situations I would have never come out of it on my own. Impossible. So teach your children about God at a younger age. It is what came to save me in my adult life, because my parents taught us how to pray. Because I grew up in a family that had faith, and faith that is lived. So it's very important. For me, as a Catholic, sorry, I'm not being whatever, but the rosary, the power of the rosary, the power of the merciful, how do you call it, the chaplet of mercy, or I don't know how to say it in good English, but anyway, it is that. The thing is, for me, for example, to have my children's passport, it was such a struggle. We had to pray that rosary. I saw miracles happening, healing, because of the trauma. I went through so many retreats to heal. You see, because we are not a machine that must have achievements. No. We are also a human being that has to heal emotions, that has to be congruent with your life. Values are very important, I will say. Live a value-full life, if that is English. Try. We are sinners, but let's try. Let's try that what we say is what we say. Let us have good morality. It's so important. You understand, all that makes you good morality, how we carry ourselves, the things we do. Let us say no to the things we don't believe in. It doesn't matter whether they are fashionable or not. I have come to see that these things pay. And by the way, the more congruent you want to become with your faith and who you are, even the more you give room for God to intervene. There is no way God is going to intervene in a life full of sin. Impossible. I've seen it. So, and then our God is a God of redemption and of second chances of everything. So it does, even if you come back, it doesn't matter. But that's, I have seen the power of prayer. Really, I am a product of the power of prayer. Believing, and the things do unlocking. You see? So for me, you can't do the thing that puts all this together has been the relationship with God, and it's very important. And let nobody think that they can do anything outside of that. At least in my experience, and I think God has been really, really on my side. Now, parting short, what will I say?
1 minute, Celine, 1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute. Parting short. I don't know. Just be yourself. Be yourself. Yourself is all about all those things that you want to be. Be yourself. Be authentic. Be yourself. Yeah.